Hi, and welcome to Miss Matthews' Littlest Classroom. Today we're going to learn how to calculate the area of a rectangle. Remember that at any time you can pause the video and try a concept and come back to continue watching. As you'll recall from our last video, we talked about the measurement of the outside of rectangles and polygons. But what about the inside? Well, that measurement is called area, and it's measured in square units. Today we're going to go over two ways we can calculate area. One way is to multiply, and the other is to count. Pretty easy stuff. The fastest way to calculate area is to multiply. First, we're going to write out the formula. Area equals length times width. Next, let's take our measurement from the rectangle. Its length is 6 meters, and its width is 4 meters. Let's replace the L with a 6 and replace the W with the 4. Then we can just multiply 6 times 4, and we get our total of 24. But we have one more step, and that's to add a little 2 after the unit of measure. This tells the reader of the number that it is a square unit. In this case, it's 24 meters squared. The next way is to partition or divide up our rectangle into columns and rows. Then we can just count the square units. This takes a little longer, but you'll get the right answer this way too. Remember that columns run vertically or up and down, like the pillars of the Greek temple of Olympian Zeus. And rows run horizontally or side to side, like in a movie theater. Let's start with our columns. They're 4 meters, so we'll divide or split up our rectangle into 4 columns. Next, let's make our rows. The rectangle has a length of 6 meters, so we'll divide it into 6 rows. After we've divided them into square units, we're just going to count each one. That's 24, and that gives us an area of 24 meters. Again, to finish up our calculation, we need to add our unit of measure and say that the measurement is squared by putting the little 2 over here. There you go. You can multiply or count to calculate area. Maybe give each a try just to see, but multiplying is definitely faster. And it'll be useful when you start trying to find the volume of rectangular prisms. Which reminds me, that's what the next video is going to be about. That's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe for notifications when I upload my next video. Make good choices.